Hello from Seoul. We've done so many one-pot wonders and they're all legendary. But this one goes even beyond that. Trust me, this Korean-style one-pot rice will just change your life. Today, we're gonna be making kimchi bacon pot rice, one of my favorite Korean-style one-pot dishes of all time. It tastes pretty much the same as kimchi fried rice, but the cooking process is way simpler. So if you're looking for a quick and satisfying weeknight dinner, please give this a try. I'm sure you will absolutely love this dish. For this, you will need some rice, bacon, green onions, and kimchi. That's it. Super simple, right? But here's one important thing. Your kimchi has to be well fermented. Otherwise, you won't get that deep savory flavor that you're looking for. And you can't call that kimchi pot rice. It's just cabbagey pot rice. So if your kimchi is still too fresh and not sour enough, just give it a few more days or even a few weeks. Trust me, it's totally worth the wait. Alright, let's start with the rice first. Take 2 cups of short grain rice and wash it about 3 times. And then soak it in some cold water for at least 30 minutes. This step is very important when you're cooking rice on the stovetop because if you skip it, the rice can be undercooked. So if you don't want to see your hungry birds mad at you, do not skip this step. While the rice is having a little spot time, let's prep the water for our rice. In a container with 2 cups of water, add half a tablespoon of dashida, Korean beef stock powder, and give it a good mix. What? No Korean beef stock powder at home? Don't worry about it. You can substitute with chicken bouillon powder. What? You don't have it either? Then this fish sauce can be a great option too. Trust me, it won't make it taste fishy at all, but it only adds more umami and depth of flavor. Now let's move on to the bacon. Take 300 grams of bacon and thinly slice it. You can cut it into bigger chunks if you want, but when it's thinly sliced, the fat renders up faster, which means it cooks faster and tastes even better. So I highly recommend slicing it thinly, like this. This time, let's prepare our kimchi. Take 300 grams of kimchi and cut it into small bite-sized pieces. When you're chopping your kimchi, make sure you use a separate cutting board or just put it in the mixing bowl and cut it with scissors. Otherwise, your precious cutting board will get stained forever. I warned you, so if that happens, I'm totally not responsible. Now, to season our kimchi, add 1.5 tablespoons of gochugaru, Korean chili pepper flakes, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of oyster sauce, half a tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and give it a good mix. This step will make things easier later because we won't have to add the sauce ingredients one by one while cooking. And if you can't handle spicy food so well, you can reduce the amount of Korean chili pepper flakes. We're using it mainly for a little bit of kick and a bit of color, so feel free to adjust it however you like. No problem at all. By the way, we have all the instructions and a list of ingredients on our blog, aaronandclaire.com, so please visit here if you need a written recipe. This time, let's prep the green onions. Grab 5 green onions and thinly slice them. As always, the whites are gonna be stir-fried to infuse our oil, and the greens are gonna be used for our beautiful garnish. So make sure to keep them separate, like this. What? You think we're missing garlic? Great question. Garlic is a must in Korean cooking, but we don't need garlic here because kimchi already has a ton of garlic in it. So adding more garlic isn't really necessary. But if you're not planning to give anyone a good night kiss tonight, go ahead and add some. It's your call. Alright, everything is all set. Let's get cooking. Add 1 tablespoon of oil to a pot and heat it over medium-high heat. Once it gets nice and hot, add the bacon and cook for about 5 to 6 minutes or until it turns golden brown. If there's too much fat in the pot, use a paper towel to remove some of it, but leave about 2 to 3 tablespoons because that is where all the flavor comes from. Once the bacon turns beautifully golden brown, add the seasoned kimchi, wipe parts of the green onions, and saute everything together for about 3 to 4 minutes or until the kimchi is wilted down. When kimchi cooks down in a pork fat like this, it develops a completely different flavor from fresh kimchi. It tastes really insane, so whatever you do, please do not skip this step. What? You wanna know this kind of tip more and more? I'm so glad you brought that up because everything you need is in these 2 books. Trust me, with these bad boys, Simply Korean and Beyond Korean, you can cook 200 East Asian dishes like Korean, Chinese, Japanese, and even Korean fusion dishes like a pro. So don't forget to check them out. The link is in the description. Once your kitchen smells real nice, add the drained rice and stir for about 1 minute. I know this step might look unnecessary, but it helps the grains soak up all the good flavors from the kimchi and bacon, and it's gonna take your rice to the next level. So please do not ever skip this step. Now pour in the seasoned water that we prepared earlier and keep stirring until it starts to boil. Here, make sure to scrape up all those delicious stuff stuck on the bottom. It's not only gonna deglaze the pot, but it's also gonna help keep the rice from sticking and burning at the bottom. Alright, once it comes to a boil, reduce the heat to low. From now, all you need to do is just let it simmer for about 15 minutes. That's it! Unbelievably simple, right? There's no reason not to try this at home. Alright, it's been 15 minutes. Let's remove it from the heat and let it steam for another 10 minutes. But make sure you don't open the lid. If you lift it now and let the steam escape, that perfectly cooked rice that you're looking for, yeah, that's gonna happen in your next life. Or maybe next life. I warned you. So if that happens, I'm totally not responsible. By the way, since this pot rice has a similar flavor to kimchi fried rice, it goes perfectly with a fried egg. So while the rice is cooking, prepare some fried eggs. Trust me, they're gonna be an incredible combo. Alright, it's been 10 minutes. Let's open it up. How about that? It looks absolutely amazing, right? Now sprinkle some green onions and finish it up with a pat of butter or a drizzle of toasted sesame oil. Alright, it's done. Let's call our taste tester and see how it tastes.
Claire. Another pot rice recipe! I love pot rice recipes because it's always delicious and it makes a lot of servings. So I don't have to cook for the next meal. I'm super excited. Let's give it a try. Let's open it! 와, 맛있겠다. 김치 볶음밥 비주얼인데요. I can see some bacon and kimchi. And of course, green onions. Cheers! 진짜 맛있게 잘 나왔다. 너무 맛있잖아. 와, 이거 대박이다, 이 레시피. 완전 그냥 김치볶음밥이야. 심지어 왜 원래는 우리가 김치볶음밥을 만들 때 식은밥이 항상 필요했잖아. 근데 이거는 식은밥이 없어도 바로 즉석에서 만들 수 있으니까 진짜 대박인 레시피네. 오, 너무 맛있어. 팬에서 직접 볶은 거랑 전혀 손색이 없을 정도로 너무 맛있게 잘 나왔어. 이럴 거면 나 그거 안 하고 이거 하지. 왜냐? 4 serving. Because it makes 4 serving. 4인분이나 만들 수 있잖아. 아이고. Oh my god. I'm a little bit shocked. Because it's so tasty. 그 베이컨의 짭조름함과 김치의 아삭아삭거리는 식감과 거기에다 약간의 그 매콤한 그런 것들이 잘 어울려져서 너무 맛있어. 진짜 맛있어. 그냥 김치볶음밥이라고 말하자. 맛있다. 김치볶음밥엔 항상 계란 후라이지. 이건 국물이라고. 맛있겠다. 너무 맛있겠다. Cheers. 그냥 행복해 보이죠, 얼굴 자체가. 맛있다. 만족스럽다. 맛있어. 좋은 생각이 떠올랐어. As a pro tip, you can also add some cheese on top. It's also gonna taste amazing. You're welcome. I almost forgot to mention this. It also goes well with seasoned seaweed. So if you have some, try with it. Just like this. 와, 이쁘다, 그지? 이렇게 해서 그냥 just wrap it like this and all in one bite. Cheers. 음. 。 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 음. Yum. Oh my gosh. Highly recommended. 너도 동의해? 확실해?
Today, I showed you how to make kimchi bacon pot rice, one of my favorite Korean style one-pot dishes of all time. How was it? Absolutely amazing, right? It's quick, easy, and packed with Korean flavor. So if you've been wanting to make something with kimchi that the whole family can enjoy, please give this a try. If you do, you will make one of the best one-pot dishes of your entire life. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.